No ATP, they're not filled in at all. So let me explain to you what happened. 8:30 this morning, the doorbell rings. I crawl out of bed, go downstairs, the gasmen are there. Like, okay. So I go outside and he's like, yeah, we'll have to dig a couple of holes. We're gonna find the gas pipe first. We've got to find it. Then we're gonna dig a hole, and then we'll have a look at it, and hopefully just replace the inside tubing in the gas pipe. I was like, okay. Makes them all a cup of tea. Hour and a half later, there's a big hole in my driveway. So they've had the jackhammer out, the pneumatic jack, like really super noisy right outside my house. Dug a big hole. He's there with a spade, digging all the way to Australia. Can't find the pipe. Turns out his sensor picked up the electric cable, so he found the electric cable, but the gas pipe was nowhere to be seen. So he goes around with his sensor, and then he picks up another signal about a meter away, near the fence, finds that, digs another hole, and then finds the gas pipe. So now I've got an unnecessary hole and an hour and a half wasted. So he finds the gas pipe, right? So they then cut the gas off, cut into the pipe and have a look at it. And basically, the old pipe it's quite a big pipe. It's like a copper one. Quite big, right? And then inside of it is a plastic tube. And this is what they did a couple of years ago when they came around. I remember them coming around the street. And what they did was they put plastic tube on the inside because the plastic doesn't leak. The thing is, if you look at this plastic tube, it's absolutely... It's ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't even run air through that, yet alone gas. It's like a concertina. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shape. It's not a pipe. It's like this. So it bends, but it also kinks. So they rammed this thing through the inside of the gas pipe. And then you go from having something like that width to something like that. You almost have about a centimetre of width. Which he said, you know, it was contractors that came and did this. He said what they do is they're only supposed to run that over about 3 metres maximum. They've basically run it about 6 metres. They've gone from the gas main to my house with this stuff. And he said, and any time it bends, it tends to kink, so it narrows it even more. He said they've done all of this. He said the problem is, we're getting loads of calls like yours now because people are having combi boilers fitted and they can't get enough gas. So we're having to go back out and sort out what they did a couple of years ago. But obviously the contractors don't care. They've moved on. They've been paid, so whatever. So he said what we're going to do now is we're going to... he said from this point down to the gas main, we're going to replace that and then we're going to put brand new tubing into your house. So he said you'll have this kind of wide plastic tubing. He said you'll have massive gas supply into your house. He said it won't be a problem anymore. But unfortunately, it means that they're having to dig a trench from that point all the way up to my house. So I've now got two big holes, and they go down about best part of a metre. So there's just concrete and soil and rubble all over my drive, and they've dug a trench all the way to the wall. And to top it all off, the box has to go on the outside of the wall now. Because it won't, it goes to the outside. We've got this big box with a gas thing in it. Mrs. Squirrel's here. She's not been a happy bunny all morning. Big sulky face. Huh?
My tail's drooped.
Your tail's between your legs now, yeah.
Dragging along the
She's dragging her
wall.
tail along now. She's not happy a bunny at all. But they're still there. They're gonna be here for the rest of the day fitting this. So it was only about 40 minutes ago they stopped actually pneumatic drilling my driveway, so I couldn't have streamed. Just not possible. So yeah, so we're going to have a gas meter on the outside of the wall, plenty of gas supply because it'll just go from the meter straight up to the boiler. He said you'll have loads of gas pressure now. And then we've got to wait 2 days for them to come back and actually fill the hole in the drive. So we're going to have giant holes in the driveway for 2 days, so we can't park the cars on it either. So it's just full on GG.
Aye.
Right, who did I miss? Jules, how many engineers does it take to dig a hole? 3. 1 to dig a hole and 2 to hold the wheelbarrow. 3rd one to complain, lol. Actually, it takes 5. There was 5 people here at one point today. 5 people.
Aye.
One guy has been here. His entire job is to change the meter. So he's removed the meter on the inside of the house, and now he's been standing around for about 4 hours and he can't do anything until they finish the pipe work, and then he has to attach the meter. So he spent an entire day and done 1 hour of work. That is just brilliant. I love the way this works. Oh, and this is the best bit, guys. This is the best bit, right? So, after digging holes in my driveway, they then went onto the footpath to find the gas main. So, triple screen, PCMR, love it, Paul. Yeah, I'm getting the Black Knight. Like I'm saying, I'm getting there, mate. I've got 3 screens. They dug a hole in the pavement, right? Is it a private company or government, Jim Banniger? It's the one that does... It's called the National Grid. They're in charge of the gas network in the country. So they dug a hole, right, to find the gas main, and it was flooded with water. So the whole thing is flooded with water. And then just further down the road, one of my neighbours has got water coming out of his pavement. So they're going, there's a water leak. So this mystery water leak has suddenly appeared at this neighbour's house, and it's filling up the hole that they're digging. So they're having to shovel water out in order to get to the gas main. So now we've had to call the water boat. Oh no, that was it. Then the woman came home, and there's water all outside of her house. So Mrs. Squirrel went over and said, do you want to check your meter if your meter's whizzing round, because there's a water leak and it looks like it's outside of your house. So she went inside, and then this woman comes basically storming out, walks over to the guys, and basically accuses them of creating the leak. And they're like, hang on a minute, we didn't create this leak. You know, we only started digging out here at 12 o'clock. You've had that leak since 9 o'clock. So they're all like, it's not us, governor, but this leak's mysteriously appeared. So now the water board are outside as well. So they're here shoveling water, trying to find this leak, while these guys are out here digging holes. It's full-on chaos outside. All that because we want a new boiler? It's just nuts. What's up? A what? A birthday card? It's not my birthday.
Your birthday every day.
It's my birthday every day. Let's have a go around this track. I need to get used to this track.